So even though you don't have the same issues that you have with chicken, it's always a good idea to stay nice and clean. So we've got this cleaned up. Now for the interior of this, what we want to do is go ahead and give it a nice liberal salting and some pepper. Now this is not going to be the only seasoning that we have to it. We're going to be adding a few other herbs and spices in just a second. So a nice liberal amount of pepper and salt on the inside. This is not going to be we're not going to eat this. What this will do will help permeate the meat and give us some really good flavor. All right, so the next thing we need to do is lace him back up again. Now I'm using food loops that are silicone, so they can go in the oven. Easiest thing to do is just kind of come through, catch some of the meat, maybe if you can get between a rib bone, and catch the next side on the other side over here. So if you never took a sewing class, you might have a little issue here. No, actually we're just doing what's called a whip stitch as it goes through. So I'll do a couple. And what I usually do is just get him going on one side, try to pull the skin and everything together, lift over, go to the next side. And we're basically putting him back together again. Now the reason for that is because we're removing the biggest bone in him, that's the part that actually takes up the most amount of heat and causes the turkey to cook so long. So by removing it, you really speed up the cooking time significantly, by about 25% or more. Plus, it's not something that you normally eat anyway. It's something that's going to go into your soup or your stock the next day, so you might as well just get the guy out of there. And your turkey will still look the same. It'll still look Norman Rockwell-ish by the time we're all done. And if my hands weren't quite as slippery, it'd be easier to pull this thing through. There we go. There we go. So you just continue to keep tying it up.